Adopting technology in the FBI, going from a paper-driven organization to a digital organization, will free us up, make us more horizontal, remove a lot of the bureaucracy that we've heard about in the course of these hearings, give us new opportunities, investigative tools. But I will add one caution, that with that new technology has to come training, has to come user-friendliness, it has to be changes in job descriptions, it has to be changes in procedures. It is one thing to bring in boxes. You can bring in the computer, you can bring in the software, you can bring in the hardware. But if you do not provide the changed business practices, if you do not provide the training, if you do not provide the user-friendly interfaces, then you will be going no place. And so while people talk of technology, you can't talk of technology divorced from what you're doing throughout the organization. And to the extent that we can adopt the technology and change the organization, it will give us the freedom to be far more agile, flexible than we've been in the past.
Information sharing with the FBI also was impeded by the inadequate facilities for the handling of intelligence information in the two field offices most directly involved in the Hazmi al-Mihdhar matter. Intelligence information from the CIA is often classified at a high level. As a result, safeguards must be taken in handling the information while still allowing appropriate FBI employees the ability to access and use the information. Unfortunately, the FBI's field offices generally lack both the necessary physical infrastructure and information technology to readily use this type of information. Without the appropriate physical infrastructure, the FBI will not be able to handle sensitive information in an effective manner. To handle SCI classified material, employees must store and review such information in a SCIF. Access to the SCIF is limited to individuals with the appropriate clearance level and the need to know the information in the SCIF. Adequate security measures must be implemented to prevent unauthorized individuals from gaining access to the spaces containing such materials. The type of equipment that may be brought into this space is also strictly limited. For example, cellular telephones, two-way pagers, and other unsecured communication devices are prohibited. Telephones and SCIFs must be designated for secure transmissions. Computer networks must also be secured for transmission of information. During our review, we observed the workspaces in the FBI New York and San Diego field offices and found that they were not set up to adequately handle this type of information involved in the Hazmi and al-Mihdhar cases. These workspaces were not adequately secured to permit FBI personnel to handle CIA and NSA information at their own desks, even if they had been given the information. Nor were the SCIFs suitable to permit agents to regularly access or handle such information. In the New York field office, for example, the SCIF we were shown was extremely small. The CIA detailee to the Joint Terrorism Task Force worked in this SCIF, but there was a little room for other personnel to enter, let alone use it as a workspace. The SCIF is short for Sensitive Compartmental Information Facility. In the San Diego field office, a small SCIF was used as a secure communication center for the entire office. The San Diego office lacked a separate SCIF for the Joint Terrorism Task Force, including the CIA representative assigned to the task force. As a result, the San Diego agents were hampered in their ability to access CIA information. We at the Inspector General also found that the New York and San Diego FBI agents did not have sufficient access to secure telephones, known as Secure Telephone Unit, third generation, or STU-3 telephones. The limited STU-3 phones available had to be shared among numerous agents. Again, this made communications involving classified material within the FBI or with other members of the intelligence community more difficult. An entire squad comprising as many as 25 individuals shared one or two STU-3 phones. In addition, as noted above, the FBI agents did not have access to computer systems that could store much of the information received from the CIA. The computers at each agent's desk in the New York and San Diego field offices only provided access to ACS. This system does not permit storage or access to any information classified above the secret level or any information deemed sensitive, compartmented information. Therefore, even if the FBI recipients of the CIA information regarding Hazmi and Mihdhar had wanted to document and store such information in a retrievable fashion, they could not have stored it on the system that FBI agents use. The FBI had no internal system in New York and San Diego that allowed them to use the type of information involved in the Hazmi and Mihdhar case. In addition, most FBI agents in the field did not have direct access to CT-Link, the shared intelligence community database that did not contain some of the information on Hazmi and Mihdhar, such as the NSA information. Field agents could not access, let alone conduct research on this system. As a result, even if the New York and San Diego agents wanted to search for relevant information about Hazmi and Mihdhar, any sensitive or highly classified information obtained from the NSA and CIA could not be stored in the one system that they used. In contrast, we observed that the CIA's workspaces permitted their employees to access highly classified information on computers in their personal workstations. Each CIA employee had their own secure computer on which they could receive and research highly classified material. They had several secure telephones that could be used to discuss top secret information with others. The difference in CIA and FBI workspaces was particularly stark in the FBI San Diego field office, where, due to the lack of access to an appropriate SCIF, the CIA employee co-located with the FBI San Diego field office could not access CIA systems. To access CIA systems, he had to travel to a domestic CIA station.